This is Rachel YEOH from the Vibes News, reporting from Penang. With all festivals coming to a halt this year, the annual Georgetown Literary Festival goes online. The theme for GLTF 2020 was recently announced. I speak to co-directors Pauline and Gerard about the inspiration behind it.
So this year, because of all these challenges, it was also a challenge to think about what the theme would be for this year. And while I think at first the immediate thing was to think about the terrible ways in which COVID has affected our lives, and perhaps the quite bleak actually. So it was a bit of a challenge to think beyond the bleakness of it, and to also think about how we could look a bit deeper into the experience and reflect on how we might imagine things differently. So we settled on the theme Through the Looking Glass, which is borrowed from Lewis Carroll. And so the GTLF has always been a festival that is very much rooted in conversations about contemporary issues and contemporary life as much as it is about literature. Our program consists of mostly podcasts. We have a few different formats. We have mostly podcast conversations. We have also, some of them are one-on-one conversations, some of them are discussions, some of them are readings, and we also have a special radio drama, which is a tribute to K.S. Maniam, read by Joe Bukatas and Anne James. And I think we settled on podcasts as opposed to the kind of webinar format, which is getting very popular everywhere, because I think we really want to emphasize also the listening experience. For us also, the act of listening is very much complementary to the act of reading and to the act of conversation.
Amid the pandemic, GTLF looks at the role of literature and art in a time of crisis.
Very interestingly enough, because the online experience does allow you to count, right? The algorithms actually, the what is it called? The data that comes through allow you to find out how many people come, how long their attention span is, and when they listen, when they stop listening,
where they're from, what gender.
So actually, we probably can collect more data through online experiences and platforms than we could in kind of like live situations. So the interest, paradoxically, we might come having more information.
Yeah, and also maybe a bit more long term. So it's not confined to a kind of event. So hopefully those conversations, because we have like 30 podcasts, it's not something you need to sit down and listen to within that weekend, It's something you can listen to over the next 6 months, over the next year even.
GTLF content will be released on Spotify during the festival from November 26th to 29th this year. The festival hopes to continue its steady championing of the literary arts while navigating a new climate that is even more in need of the repose and catharsis that artistic expression can bring.